David C. Jones, Before the Curtain Goes Up, and I'm doing it again. I am interviewing someone like literally before the curtain goes up. The curtain is going up tonight of all nights. So welcome, Shelby. Shelby
Thank you.
Bushel. How are you?
I'm well. I'm really well. Yeah, it's been a busy few weeks getting here, but it's I'm glad to be here on opening day.
Nice. Now, tell me a little bit about this show. And it's early in the morning because we're doing this because I have to. It's a teaching day for me. I've forgotten the play's name. Marion Bridge. What's it called?
Oh, Marjorie Prime.
Marjorie Prime. I was totally wrong. Totally wrong. It's Marjorie Prime. There is a play called Marion Bridge, isn't there? I think there is. I'm going to Google
Probably.
it later. Marjorie Prime. Marjorie Prime. Tell us the story of Marjorie Prime.
So Marjorie Prime is a story about a family, Tess, John, and Marjorie. Marjorie is 85 and she is losing her memories. And they have hired a young new caretaker to help Marjorie remember her life. Now, the technological twist is that this young caretaker is actually an AI who's been programmed to help her remember her memories. And yeah, the plot ensues from there, and I don't want to give too much away, but that's where we
No.
begin.
Wow. So this sounds like it's going to be very, very heartfelt. I also guess that there's going to be, because when you're dealing with dementia, you're going to have like some humor built in there, just in terms of like I was a caregiver for my mom, so there you can't help but laugh sometimes. What would you say is the overall tone and fantastical too with a robot in it? So
Yeah, I think it's definitely a drama. But there are definitely some comedic beats. Um, I find that the drama hits heaviest and hardest when you've already had a chance to laugh with these characters. So um, we really tried to we hope those moments land and that you enjoy them.
nice. I mean, is that saying you can't see the darkness if you don't see the light?
Exactly,
Nice.
exactly.
Why do you think that Tarek picked the show? I talked with Omari the other day, and one of the big things with Ensemble is they always do summer shows, and they always do shows that make you think and touch your heart. And why do you think that? Did you bring this script to Tarek, or did he
I
bring it
did
to you?
actually.
Oh,
Yeah. I read this script in 2016 for the first time, fell in love with it, and didn't want to tell anybody about it because I really wanted to produce it. But Tarek and I have been working together for a few years now, and at one point I was like, so there's this script and it's really great. And then he read it and agreed to do it for this season and to let me direct it, which was such a privilege. I think he picked it this year because it has so much to say about our relationship with technology, and especially coming out of 2 years of COVID, where technology has sort of been all we've had to interact with one another. It has a lot to say about that. And it's also just so much about what it means to be human. And that's going to be universally relatable.
tell me about this cast. How did you find them? Who are they, and how did you find them? Where did they come from? Did you do an offer to someone right away, or did you have to have a reams of auditions? Was it Scarlett O'Hara, Gone with the Wind epicness of finding? It's just three people, right?
Four
Four.
people. Yeah. So we were, I think, exactly 1 week after auditions, 1 or 2 weeks after auditions in 2020, when we had to stop. So we had some ideas of who our cast would be in 2020, and then those were completely changed when we came back to it in 2022, not only because of availability, but also because we were coming to the play with completely different eyes and perspectives. Um, Tarek is in it. He plays John. Um, Gay Brown plays Marjorie. Bronwyn Smith plays Tess, and Carlin Escaraga plays Walter.
Carlin Escargo. I took a workshop with him a long time ago. He's awesome.
He's a great
Um,
guy.
so you have your opening tonight, and you are going in rep with the Passover.
Yes.
And it used to be Bard on the Beach did shows in Rep too, and it used to be the same cast. But I noticed when I was at Midsummer Night's Dream that it's not the same cast. I guess they're saying actors get tired. They get
It's very exhausting. Yeah.
yeah. So what is your big hope for tonight? What is your big hope for the show tonight?
Oh, I hope that it makes people think. I hope it makes people think about what it means to them to be human. I think we all have different ideas on what that is, and I really hope that people leave the theater thinking about what does that mean to me, and what does it mean that we're entering this age where AI is getting closer and closer to actually feeling human, and what does that mean?
I think I saw something like there was a special in Japan where you can have companion dolls or something
Yeah.
like that. So this is sort of like that.
Yeah, well, it was so interesting. Bronwyn, one of the cast members, actually sent me an article the other day about a Google employee who was fired for releasing transcripts between him and the Google AI, and for saying that this AI was seeming sentient.
Wow. Wow. And it's a little scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's a
definitely a
little
little scary.
scary. Nice.
Uncanny
Uh,
Valley for sure.
and you're in the Waterfront Theatre. That must be a thrill because one of the things I worked there 100 years ago, and there's no bad seats in the Waterfront Theatre because the audience
Phenomenal
is
theater.
so raked.
Yeah.
But it's not as deep as the Arts Club. Like the Arts Club, Granville Island stage is quite deep, so you can be quite far back. But the Waterfront is not. What was it like directing in that venue or directing a show in that
Um,
venue?
That's a great question. I'm much more used to directing in thrust or in the alley. It's weird that I like haven't done a lot of directing in proscenium. But it was our set designer, Claire Carolyn, has done a great job of giving us the space that sort of directs your attention right to the action. Um, and and I think it's a really intimate play. So I'm gonna say if you can get seats, don't sit way at the back. Come join us. Come closer to the front.
Okay, nice. All right, this is your chance, Shelby. You get to now pitch this show. Tell those people watching this video why they should not miss Marjorie Prime. And don't go see Marion Bridge. That's a totally different show. I'm positive it's a show. I think, that company that Aaron runs did it
Oh yeah,
once.
yeah, yeah. I know the one. Yeah.
There you go. All these plays with women's proper names. Marjorie Prime. Why should they go see Marjorie Prime? Why should they get tickets right away?
Well, it was in 2015. It was a Pulitzer Prize nominee, so it's a phenomenal script. It's a really incredible script, and one of my favorite reviews of one of the early productions of it called it a Black Mirror episode on stage. So if you like Black Mirror, if you've been watching a lot of it over the pandemic, come see Marjorie Prime. It'll make you feel a little unnerved, maybe, about our relationship with technology, and thoughtful, I hope, in the same way that a Black Mirror episode does.
Fantastic. What a great way to sell it. And for those of you who are watching don't know Black Mirror, I've been told that it's a little bit like Twilight Zone, only for the 21st century. Shelby, absolutely wonderful to talk with you on this early day. I'll let you get ready for, I guess today's last final touches before
Yeah.
they go in front of an audience. You have your cast. So bravo. Have a great opening. Thank you so very, very much. Don't
Thanks,
miss
David.
Miriam Prime at the Waterfront Theatre, part of the Ensemble Theatre Repertory Company's shows.